What's up, guys? Today taking a look at My Girlfriend's Girlfriend by Type O Negative. So we're in drop B standard tuning. If you don't know what that is, check it out in the link in the description. Also got some chorus delay and reverb on. If you want to see the settings for that, check out Cinnamon Girl by Type O Negative. I did. So the song is very straightforward and easy to play. It repeats a lot, so I don't want to go into it for step by step. I'll show you the chords, and we're going to start out here on 5th and 7th fret in our meat triangle. So 6th on 5th, and then 4 and 5 either fret it barred on 7th or just the 5th on the 7th. You're going to strum through 6-5, 6-5-4 once. It's going to ring out a little bit. Then we're going to come down here to the 8th and 10th fret, 5th on the 8th, and then 3 and 4 barred or fret it again, or just the 4th on the 10th. You're going to strum through 5-4, 5-4-3 twice. Then we're going to move back to 7 and 9 twice. And then we're going to move back to where we started, 5 and 7, but now we're 5th on 5th, and then 3 and 4, just the 4th on 7th once. And then we're going to move back down to 8 and 10. That's going to happen twice. And then 10 and 12 on that 5th and 4th, or 5th, 4th, and 3rd twice. And that's going to repeat again. So you got. So after you repeat that a second time, we head up here to the 2nd fret and bar, 4 and 5, strum the open 6 down once, and then you got some rakes going on, a lot of rakes going on in between this, so it's going to be a down, up, down, up, down. And I'm not going to keep covering that. So then we come up here to 1st and 3rd fret, 6th on the 1st, and then 4 and 5 fret it barred, or just the 5th on that 3rd. You're going to strum 6-5 or 6-5-4. It's going to happen 3 times. Back to that barred 4th and 5th on the 2nd, strum the open 6 down. And then that part repeats itself identical. You got them rakes. And then after you repeat that 2 times, you're going to come back to this F chord, and it's going to be 3 times. Alright, so now it changes up. We come to the 3rd fret and the 5th fret, where we're fretting the 5th on the 3rd, and then 3 and 4 fret it barred on the 5th, or just the 4th on the 5th. And you're going to strum through 5-4, 5-4, and 3, and it's going to happen twice, but on that second time we're going to slide back to 2 and 4. Back into 3 and 5. And then when we get back here, we're going to strum through 5-4, 5-4, and 3, and we're going to slide down to 5 and 7. So you got. Right from there, we're coming back here to 2nd fret, barring again 4 and 5, and the open 6 down, and you're going to strum that once. You got them rakes. And then it's right back into that other part with the F chord. Right to barring 4 and 5, open 6 down. Some rakes. And then that whole part is going to repeat identically again, and we're going to end with the. And then this part is repeated. Alright, so then that's going to take us right back into the beginning where we did the. Alright, so after you repeat that intro part again, then we're going to come back up 4 and 5, strum the open 6 down, and then it's right back to the. And then that whole part repeats, and then you're going to end with the. Right back to that And then from there, now it changes up a little where we come down to the 9th fret, fret the 5th on the 9th, and then 3 and 4 can be fretted or barred on the 11th. And now you have 4 strums through 5-4 or 5-4 and 3. Back to 5 and 7. And then we're going to slide back to 4 and 6. Back to 5 and 7. And then we're going to slide down to 7 and 9. So you got and then you're going to strum like 3 times there. Back down to 9 and 11, which is going to be strummed 4 times. And then that whole part gets repeated again. Actually, that gets repeated, I think, 4 times. Alright, so now we're into the solo. I'm going to break this up into like 8 pieces. So we're going to start out here on 7th fret, 5th string, and then 3rd and 4th, or just the 4th on the 9th fret. You're going to strum through 5-4, 5-4 and 3 once, and then we're going to come up to 5 and 7 once, and then back to 7 and 9 once, and that is part number 1. Part 2 starts out here on 3rd and 5th fret. Still, again, 5th on 3rd, and then 3 and 4, just a 4th on 5th. You're going to strum that once, and then we're going to move back to 2 and 4, back to 3 and 5, down to 5 and 7, back down to 7 and 9. That's part 2. Part 3, it's going to basically mimic what you just did. So you just got and then it's going to do itself again. So it's like repeated 3 times. You just got and then we're going to start out for a 4th time and do the same thing. But now, after we get back to 3 and 5, we come down here to 5th on the 9th, and then 3 and 4, just the 4th on the 11th. And now you get into strumming 5-4, 5-4, and 3 4 times. And then it's back to 5 and 7, 5th on the 5th, and then 3 and 4, just the 4th on the 7th. Back to 4 and 6, back to 5 and 7, back to 7 and 9 3 times. And then we're going to move down to 5th on 9th, and then 3 and 4, just a 4th on the 11th, and that's going to be 4 times. So you're going to repeat that part 3 times identical. The 4th time, you're starting on 5 and 7, to 4 and 6, back to 5 and 7, down to 7 and 9 3 times. There's a pause, and then there's a change up. So 7th fret, you're fretting this 6th string on the 7th fret, picking it once, and then 5th on 9, 8, 7, 5 on 5, back to 5 on 7, back to 5 on 5, and then 5th on 4th with some vibrato. And then that whole part repeats itself identical. From there we move down to the 12th and 14th fret, 5th on the 12th, and then 3 and 4, just a 4th on that 14th. And you're going to have 4 strums there. And then we're going to move back up to 7 and 9, 5th on 7, and then 3 and 4, just a 4th on the 9th. And then we're going to move back to 6 and 8. And then we're going to move back to 7 and 9. And then we're moving back down to 9 and 11 3 times. So that part repeats 5 times identical. The 6th time, it's a little different. So it's not really different, but we're still going to start out on 12 and 14. You're going to do that 4 times. Then we're going to come up to that 7 and 9 once. Back to 6 and 8 once. Back to 7 and 9 once. And then down to 9 and 11. And this is going to end the whole song where you're going to strum through that once and you're going to slide back.